I've ridden quite a few different roller coasters, some really good and some not so good. A few days ago, I released a video of Coaster Studios roasting my top 10. Since then, some of my thoughts have changed and I'm expanding the list to top 15. Here are my top 15 roller coasters for 2023. Obviously, every roller coaster list has a few honorable mentions. These are basically rides that I love to bits, however, they just couldn't find a spot in my top 15. These may include roller coasters that moved down in my rankings from previous years, or brand new roller coasters that I got around to riding this year. In no particular order, I have Candemonium and Nitro. I put these two together because I basically rode them back to back in the same day, and I only got one ride on each. And I liked them. Not my favorite being them hyper. I can't really remember which one I liked better, so I'm just going to put them both together. Both great rides. Next we have Revenge of the Mummy at Universal Studios Florida. I love this ride so much. It's so underrated and no one talks about it. The launch is really powerful. There's some really good airtime in pitch darkness. The ceiling freaking catches on fire. There's nothing to hate about this ride. Finishing things out, we have Twisted Cyclone at Six Flags Over Georgia, my home park. I love this RMC. It's so powerful. The first drop, no one talks about it. It's so freaking good. Coming in at number 15, we have Lightning Rod at Dollywood in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. This is a topper track custom Rocky Mountain construction roller coaster that features a launch. At least it used to. This version in my top 15 is the version after they slowed down the launch, but before they're adding a brand new chain lift. Lightning Rod is one of those coasters that really utilizes its terrain, giving some great airtime. I just love this ride. It's kind of moved down for me, but it's alright. At number 14, we have Storm Runner at Hershey Park. This is an intimate hydraulic launch roller coaster and it's just so much fun. The launch is really what puts it up there. I love a hydraulic launch. It's so punchy and it sends you right up into that top hat. The inversions on this thing are kind of wacky, weird, and unique, which I kind of like. Intamin and Hershey Park did a great job with this ride. It's just so much fun to ride and it'll definitely remain one of my favorites. At number 13, we have the world's tallest roller coaster. This is King to Call, located at Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey. Once again, along with Storm Runner, the launch is really what puts it up here for me. Accelerating from 0 to 128 miles an hour in less than a few seconds is really just an amazing experience. Coming in at number 12 is the only Giga Coaster I've ever ridden, which is Millennium Force at Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. This ride was manufactured by Intamin and it has a special spot in my heart. Something about it just feels awesome to me. The drop feels like you go on forever. It has some pretty good airtime moments and the low to the ground sections just make you feel like you're going a million miles an hour. Cedar Point is one of my favorite parks ever and this is one of the reasons why. Just shy of the top 10, we have the Jersey Devil Coaster located at Six Flags Great Adventure. This coaster was manufactured by Rocky Mountain Construction and it's one of their Raptor type roller coasters. I just love this ride. It gives so much airtime. It's kind of intense and it's really just fun. Everyone hates on it and I don't really understand it. Before we get to the top 10, I want to mention to you all that I have a ThemeParksToTheMax Instagram account. This Instagram account makes sure that you can follow my adventures live and when they happen. Now, let's get back to the list. Starting off the top 10, I think I have one of the most intense roller coaster, if not the most intense roller coaster I've ever ridden. That's gonna be Sky Rush at Hershey Park. This ride quite literally feels like a car crash. The airtime on this thing is so freaking intense that you quite literally feel like you're just gonna fly out. That's an understatement. I remember my very first ride on this thing. It was on the wing seat at sunset and it was definitely one to remember. At number 9, we probably have the roller coaster that I have the most fun riding, and it's also a tongue twister. Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure, located at Islands of Adventure at Universal Orlando Resort. Wow. Pictures and POVs don't do this thing justice. This thing is so much fun. There's so many surprises that I'm not even gonna mention. Man, what a fun ride this is. I wish there were more like it. The theming is awesome. I love Harry Potter. Hagrid is amazing. At number 8, we have my home park, Six Flags Over George's Goliath, the B&M Hyper. I ride this ride so much all the time, multiple times a month. It just, oh my gosh, it's so good. I don't know why people hate on it. I haven't ridden Mako, but this is definitely the best hyper I've been on. While it may be a bit janky and rough in the valleys, I don't mind it. It's really intense, really fun, great airtime, and is very powerful. Heading back to Cedar Point for our number 7 roller coaster, Maverick. This is an Intamin Blitz multi-launch roller coaster. It has some really powerful and snappy transitions along with some fun launches and inversions. The drop is really steep and I only got 2 rides because it opened on the last hour of our last day at Cedar Point. It was still so much fun though, and I would definitely remember those rides and the bugs that got in my face. Coming into lucky spot number 6, we have the only wooden roller coaster to make our list, and that's the Voyage at Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana. Something about this ride is awesome. Maybe it's the fact that it spreads through the woods, has incredible airtime, awesome banking, and is just such a fun ride. Or that I get to visit it every summer because my aunt and uncle live a few minutes away. Something about this roller coaster, it's just special to me. I love it. It's so much fun. Great airtime, great wooden coaster. At the time I'm recording this, it's 10 p.m. and I have a trip to get to the next day, and it's a mystery location. It's literally a mystery trip. I have no idea where we're going. It could be a theme park. It could not be. Therefore, I have to stop editing this and get it out to you this Saturday, so the next part will come out in a few weeks to come. That'll be spots number 5 through 1.